You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's X Factor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's X Factor After Show.
Thanks, JC. It's the X Factor finale, and we are down to the final 3. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's the X Factor finale, and we are down to the final 3. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. From Michelle, Melissa, Nick, and JC, it's Marky Allen AfterBuzz TV. We do it all live at 10 p.m. So do us a favor and tell a friend. Yeah, yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah, yeah. On AfterBuzz TV.com.
All right, everybody. Hell of applause. Thank you, Martin. We all know that Bing is for doing, and what are we doing? We're doing another after show. That's right, we're doing the finale for X Factor Season 2, Episode 20 a lot, since it's not on the board.
20 a lot.
That's the thing.
20 a lot.
All right, guys. Once again, I'm JC, and let's go around the table and introduce our wonderful selves, starting with the lovely lady to my right. And girl, lovely you are indeed. You're
Thank you.
fantastic. What are you wearing
Okay, I'm Melissa Macedo, guys, and I'm wearing a really awesome dress from Shop Attraction.
Why don't you get up and show
It's
everyone?
really cute.
Where is it?
ShopAttraction.com. Okay,
Shop Attraction.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
Like you're shopping for attraction.
She's going on the catwalk, named after our former host,
I'm gonna do
Kat
the,
Bayless.
Do the poses.
Pose all the way down.
Yeah, I guess it is named after Kat. What's the back? Oh, that's cute.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
That's cute.
Talking to me.
ShopAttraction.com.
Yes.
I thought
it's
she
really
had a
cute.
fierce walk, really, when she did it. I really liked your power when you did it. It was fantastic, really.
Thank you.
This is like Project Runway, but different. All right.
It's like a dog trying to lay an egg.
Like Simon quote of the day.
And
All right, let's go around the rest of the table and introduce and plug whatever else we got on our lives going
Hey,
on.
I'm Michelle Macedo. Check out my album, Flags and Boxes.
Ooh. All right. I'm Mark E. Allen, and I bought this shirt at American Apparel today, and then I realized it was a girl shirt. I possibly.
I was going to say, you look like a girl.
I brought it back to the rack, and I was like, "How does everything fit?" And I put it up, and I saw like on the thing it shows like a girl wearing it, and I'm like, "Is it?" And I felt weird about it. And I'm like, "Is it unisex?"
Well, you know, they have unisex.
Yeah,
yeah, it
but-
doesn't look like it.
Like I don't
just
go
for
in there
girls.
often, and
Right.
it's not really for girls. I don't think.
Okay.
Anyways,
Well, you
what do
look a little effeminate tonight.
I'll do the walk. No, Jesse, what are you wearing?
Yeah, JC.
Yeah, who are you wearing?
It's Prada. It's Santa.
Okay.
I'm actually, if you're not watching us at home, you're not watching us live, chat roll, Watchtower base, what's up, guys? But I definitely suggest you guys watch us because we're really going to let it loose tonight. And I'm wearing a...
There's a lot going on visually. Just gonna say that.
It's the music!
Is this you're like Elf wearing like the movie Elf?
Yeah, exactly.
Wearing Santa's.
I'm wearing a Santa suit. That's right, because it is our last episode, and we'd like to wish everyone watching and listening happy holidays from AfterBuzz.
Yes.
Yes, but we forgot one guy. We forgot to introduce one person.
Oh, who's that?
He's been with us throughout most of the year. He's been with us through the Clone Wars, through Idol, through duets, everything. He used to be a part-time model, but tonight he is our full-time model, Martin.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My model, I
Well,
like that
yeah.
I graduated.
He learned how to turn left. Yes.
I did. It was tough, but I
Finally.
got there.
All right, guys. So we're here to talk about X Factor. So Tate Nation, Tater Nation, congratulations! A round of applause for Tate.
Yes,
Tate Stevens,
Tate did
our
it.
winner.
Just like we thought he would.
Just like everybody guessed and predicted.
Michelle and Melissa may have something else to say about it, but we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about all the songs. We didn't go live last night, so we could bring you both episodes together right here, right now. So we're going to dissect what they could have done and what they should have done to win, or if the right person won. So overall thoughts on the 2 nights extravaganza bonanza that we had tonight.
Quite an extravaganza bonanza.
Extravaganza. Hashtag.
Yeah, there we go.
What did you think, Melissa, for the last 2? What did you think of this season? Did they get it right?
For the winner?
No, just overall.
Did they get it right?
Yeah. Did you like, as opposed to the first year, the new
Right.
judges, everything? Just how do you feel? Do you feel satisfied after the end of this season? Not all at once.
Yeah, I do. It was definitely a show. They put on a really good show.
Yeah.
X Factor.
That is what the show's called.
That is what it's called.
I feel like they did a really good job this year, and the ending was really good, showing with Fifth Harmony kind of being the underdog and doing really well last night. But
And,
Tate
they ended as underdogs.
yeah, they did.
We're gonna get into that, Mark.
But just with with Carly and Tate being first and second all year, and that was cool how we were able to see that throughout most of the season, and then with the finale, not knowing kind of where everybody stands, it was good.
All right. Well, then let's go in our time warp. We're gonna go back to last night, some of the stuff that we liked, and let's go with our artist. We can go with Carly Rose. Start with her, since she was the first one up last night.
Right.
And she opened with "Feeling Good." That was her original audition song.
Right.
I was hoping she was going to do the song that you were hoping she was going to do.
I was hoping "Broken Hearted" by Carmen.
Yeah, was she allowed to do that because it wasn't in the live? Because it was supposed to be any song she did throughout the whole show, right? So she could have did that, or was it just through the live episodes?
That I could not answer. If anyone at home knows.
Does Santa doesn't know?
Santa doesn't know. Santa.
Mark, you've been a good boy this year. I'll check your list and I'll get you that answer after the break. But
And so I was hoping she was going to do that. However, she did "Feeling Good," and it was a good song. She did it very well. So yeah, overall for Carly, I wasn't completely satisfied.
really,
Yeah.
for the first song. Well, I mean, we can go through all of this. She did "Feeling Good," and then she did "How Do I Live Without You," which we're gonna get. We have to talk about the Leanne Rimes thing. You know?
Yeah.
Did she cost Carly Rose perhaps
Her title.
the title?
Yeah.
Because remember, they were only separate by less than 1/3 of a percent of a point.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
But that means all the
Something
people.
about math.
Something. It's a small number, I think.
Yeah.
But it's something. So all the Fifth Harmony fans are. Well, I guess they voted and whatever. But all of the other fans, then, who knows what side that they all gravitated towards? Well, we do know, I guess. But.
Yeah, we do know.
Oh no.
Don't choke on your beard, Santa.
I have that feeling a lot too with my beard.
Yeah,
I was gonna
if you're not
say,
watching,
what
I definitely
facial hair?
suggest you guys watch so you can see how baby-faced Mark looks and how wonderful the Macedo twins
Oh,
are.
thank you.
Look on screen.
YouTube.com/AfterBuzzTV.
No, but Carly Rose, you really didn't think she was that good last night?
I mean,
she murdered that last song. I mean, the first song and Hallelujah.
Yeah, I felt like it was good. I just wasn't. Maybe because she's always so good. I don't know. And I was, and I do believe that she was the best in the show, and she deserved X Factor. She deserved it the most. I thought Tate would win, like we said last week. That's what I thought last week.
Is that what you thought?
Until last night. No, last night we'll talk about Fifth Harmony in a few. But with Carly Rose, she did the first song, which was really good. It wasn't her best for me, but I mean, it's hard to do. To top all the things she's done before. Her second song, I thought it was crazy with Leanne Rimes and whatever was going on with that. It kind of threw me off. Hallelujah was really, really good too, but I still wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't blown away by her last night. She was still really good.
Do you think that the Leanne Rimes performance affected your opinion of the other ones?
No.
Because rumor has it, and it started by
Rumor
TMZ.
has it.
Yeah, nice. We're gonna break out into song. We're gonna Bollywood our way off of the stage tonight.
Oh, I like that.
Now, TMZ reported that she was drunk and that she, an unnamed
TMZ
source.
reported that.
Yes,
That
of
Leanne
course.
Rhymes was drunk, not Carly.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah,
God.
let's get that clear.
That Leanne Rhymes was throwing back some drinks backstage.
Wait, and she just got out of rehab?
Right, but for exhaustion.
It wasn't for alcohol abuse. It was for anxiety and stress.
And she said that on the Tonight Show like 2 nights ago, that she did it because she was 30 and it was for her to take stock of her life. Who knows if it's true or not, but what we saw was a very off performance last night between Carly, and she tried to pin it on Carly in a roundabout way. And Carly's been killing it all season.
Right.
And for you to say this, and this
And
is
people love her. So
Yeah,
you don't want to
so-
blame a 13-year-old girl.
People also love Leanne Rhymes, who was that 13-year-old girl. She has been famous since she was like a teenager.
right.
So I think it's interesting how that goes full circle.
Well, chime in. What do you think of Carly Rose's performance?
Well, in general,
Yeah, of the song, since we're backtracking last night.
no, I thought they were great, but it's kind of like, yeah, she's amazing, but it's sort of like she's so good every time. She's set this level for herself, like this bar that, how can she ever go beyond that? I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I
so
think
you-
she deserved
yeah.
to win. I think she has the X Factor. I'm just going to say
So
that.
you loved her last night, yes?
I did. I absolutely loved her. If you look at the whole body of work, she has been the.
Consistent,
I
definitely.
think so. I think like Tate was consistently good. He's good, but Carly had those memorable performances, and we got so used to them, so we were desensitized. I think.
Yes, yeah, I think so too.
To her performances, I was more impressed. We'll talk about it when we get to the girls. I mean,
But that could be the same thing because they've not been as great as Carly. So now when they do something
Yeah,
great,
that's true.
surprising, yeah.
surprising.
But the level of Carly's commitment to every song and also just her commitment to feeling it, even though she's like 13, so a bunch of people are going to be like, including me, like, oh, how is she feeling that, But I think that she really raised the bar for herself and that had something to do with it because then it kind of plateaued.
So you're saying maybe like for these future contestants like that start amazing.
Start really bad and then
you
just
can't
get
do that.
better
It's
every
like-
episode. I know, you
you
can't.
have to win each game as it comes to you and worry about the other ones once you get there. So
Yeah.
she did the
she did
perfect
that.
thing. Yeah, she did exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like she went about it the right way. There's nothing you can't.
Yeah, you can't change.
You can't emblem 3 it and just tell us next week.
But next week we're gonna have like instruments and stuff.
Wait, you guys, let's like throw down for a cabin.
Let's
and,
go
like,
to
whistle.
cabin, like go snowboarding.
Give them 2 seconds with the mic. I think you said that right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, Carly Rose second. I mean, does she have a bright future?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, on the radio, I don't see a huge future for her. But I think in the entertainment business, I think she's going to be hugely successful.
So you're saying Broadway?
Yeah, well, I'm not even just saying Broadway.
Or
I mean, I just
Anything, really.
yeah,
She
just
can
with
do a lot.
yeah. I mean, just as far as a place for her. I mean, but I'm not counting her out. You can, with a voice like that, you can do so much with it. So I mean, and she's so wise among her years that she can act, she can do all that kind of stuff. You can just tell that she understands what's going on. For me at 13, I was like,
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
I don't even want to know.
Wendy's tonight. We got 2 Frosties.
I can't decide.
No, but yeah. So she has a bright future ahead of her.
She could even be in the next like Whitney or Mariah or something like that.
Right. It's just so hard in the pop world. Like,
Yeah, it is really
You know what I
hard.
mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of need everything.
Well, let's keep it on the pop theme. Let's talk about, okay,
the new biggest fan right here.
the girls. Let's talk about the lovely ladies of Fifth Harmony. And
5H Santa's Little Helpers.
yes,
How did you remember that?
Because it was
Oh, you
very.
wrote it down. Okay.
Oh my God! No, I did. No, I totally did not. I'm just really good at remembering stuff.
okay. Anyway, okay. Now the girls, they were building up some momentum. They defeated Emblem 3. They defeated Emblem 3 last week.
Yes.
So they had
Unexpectedly.
yeah. So they had momentum on their side, and literally, I think we said that we wanted to see what they could do because they seemed like they have a bigger upside to them. Like they could grow.
They could be, yeah, that's
because
true.
they've only been together 6 weeks.
It's like we haven't seen them at their best even yet.
Right. So did we get their best last night?
So far, I think
So far, yeah, definitely.
I think Mark thinks so.
Well, no, I just think that their image that they kind of came into was really good. It's kind of like Nicki Minaj meets Spice Girls with like the bigger bows and stuff like that, almost like dollish. Like
have that.
It definitely really works. And on their song "Anything Can Happen" is where I kind of saw that. I'm like, wow, that does really work. And you have something to say?
Anything can happen.
Favorite performance of the year was last night's "Anything Can Happen" by Fifth Harmony.
Dude, they just came
That was
through.
your favorite.
That was my
performance?
favorite
Yeah.
of the season.
They did come through.
It was, I'm almost like, I want to have a daughter someday so that she can see those cute
That is
little
coming through in a whole new way. Then your daughter's gonna be, she's not gonna be talented, and you're gonna be mad at her for not being in Fifth Harmony.
No.
And why aren't you a Spice Girl?
No, it was cute. It was girly. There was pink. There was
The
like
stage mom. That's
Yeah.
what you're looking at
Future
right
stage
here.
no, it was cute. I think so many little girls could identify to that song. I
Yeah.
thought it was cute and it was uplifting and like anything can happen.
That was the first time I was like, wow, because they've done that song before, but this time I could see them, and I do believe they're gonna do really well. Before I thought they would break up soon and wouldn't do well in today's market.
Like how soon did you
I
think?
thought like it would be
Right
like
after?
within the year. I was like, it'll break up, and then Camilla, is that her name?
Yes.
I feel like she's gonna be huge, and I said that before in another episode. But as a solo artist, but I mean, I think they do have some time that they'll do really well together.
Now, were you feeling the same, Melissa?
Yeah, about last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
about Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, I do. I think with groups it's really hard because as solo artists, you kind of get to know them as people and their backstory and all that stuff. But I think that it's amazing because last year the groups didn't go anywhere. They were all
Yeah,
kicked
that's
off
true.
immediately, and this group made it in top 3. That's amazing.
It felt almost like an AMA performance to me, like
Yeah,
something you
definitely.
see in an award show.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like all the performances tonight and last night were like award show performances.
So you felt it? Okay.
Maybe because Pitbull was performing. So he
Yeah,
does
'cause
that everywhere. So yeah.
He does every award show and every finale there is. He did Idol. He did The Voice, right?
Yeah, he did the voice. I
Yeah.
remember.
This year?
No, last year. he
Last
did.
year.
Yeah, how awkward with them.
I know that'd be like, oh, well, tomorrow night I have the voice. So
So we focus so much on Anything Can Happen, but let's talk about the pairing of Demi Lovato with Fifth Harmony. How was that?
Brilliant.
When Simon even said you could be the sixth harmony.
Oh my god.
And she was on point last night too with her how she changed the second verse up and kind of went big. Well, she had to
Yeah,
kind of show off
she had to.
and
yeah, exactly.
and do that whole thing. But I thought like that was another really good performance. They were on point last night. They were at the top of their game.
It was a great blend. I think out
Yeah.
of all three, and we haven't even gotten to Tater yet, but
Tater.
out of all three, I thought their duet was the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They were together. They were on time.
Would
Not
it be
drunk.
would it be called a
Not
duet?
drunk.
I know. What would it be?
It'd be a lot of people singing at once.
Hashtag a lot of people singing at once.
Not to mention all the background dancers that were.
And, and singers I know who are hiding off in the corners.
And I know, and the fans kind of give us a hard time saying that they don't have background singers. They do, but it actually worked. I think it worked last night.
It's
for them.
not that the background singers do the singing for them. That's
Right.
not it.
Yeah.
But it's a huge production with a lot of sound and fire we know goes off and God knows what else.
Sure.
So the background singing doesn't mean that they can't sing.
Right.
It just means that maybe they do have help because L.A. Reid pointed that out before in an episode. So
Well, it just fills the sound. Like,
Yeah.
if you heard it without background singers, would feel empty, not because they're bad singers.
And like with the whole harmony thing, and they didn't pick that name for themselves. And I don't think, many of them are really well practiced in that sense.
Yeah.
So like in the future, I think they will do really well with the harmonies and stuff like that. But
They
right now,
need to work on that.
yeah, it's like, hey, okay, you guys are all grouped now. Okay, now learn 2 songs for next week,
Yeah,
and then
that's true.
1 for next week. You might get kicked off, but if not, learn 2 more.
Yeah.
Learn how to harmonize and be best friends.
Yeah, and they're like, who are you
Yeah,
people?
that's
I don't
true.
know
Yeah.
you.
that's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying, Santa? I just don't understand.
Santa looks wise right now.
Well, because I'm thinking we got to cover Let It Be, and I was by the Beatles, of course, and
Right.
the chat, like the forums, they were mad at Fifth Harmony. They said, "How could they butcher the song like that?" I thought it was great. They
thought it was really good.
contemporized it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny that on The Voice, someone just did Let It Be.
Right. What was
Oh
the
yeah, that's
That was
right.
Terry McDermott?
Yeah.
amazing voice?
Just
too.
did that? Yeah. I liked Fifth Harmony's version better.
Really?
I liked how I went down the line too, and like each one kind of said "Let It Be" different.
Who was your
Hey,
favorite,
that's
Mark?
different.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
What do you mean? Like
Who had your favorite solo?
so hard to tell.
No, it's not.
JC knows.
I feel like all the judges tonight. Like, what was your favorite part of the whole show this year? Like, I liked them all.
Yeah, I know. Britney Spears is like everything.
No, but it was great. Normani opened, and she never really had any solo parts to her music.
Yeah,
Normani,
it's true.
But what I missed was they didn't harmonize.
No.
They didn't sing together
didn't.
all at once at Let It Be. That was the only song, and at this point, I thought they were gonna win. I was with Mark. Mark and I.
My mind changed last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really thought they were gonna shock the world. I really did.
And I was like, thinking of it as a show too, and the fact that they did so well last night. So kind of, the show wouldn't have got mad. You know what I mean? Like how pissed that somebody else, like the underdog, won it. Like it would have been perfect because
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
they came to at the right time. But
5 girls,
wrong.
one who lost her grandfather, and just the story. It's all about the story,
yeah, and they're all so different, so good, and now they're really coming into their own. So.
Yeah, I think I think that as a group, they just need more time, like musically, to like blend and harmonize. Because I think that it's true that it's like, oh, learn these songs, and like maybe you'll get kicked off, and like maybe not, and like $5 million. Like, are you worth it? It's so.
And the best part
pressure.
about it was that they have in San Antonio, Texas, Fifth Harmony Pizza.
Really?
What do you
It's
mean?
delicious.
Named after them.
Harmony, yes.
Really?
Wait,
Yes.
that really makes me
What's
want
on
pizza.
it?
Well, because
Yeah.
each
Yeah, what's on
contestant,
it?
I don't know. That's they
Like,
call
Maybe
5
like their
toppings.
favorites or something.
Probably, well, because
Probably just a bunch of meat. not to. no,
that's funny, though, but
just
that's
because it's like
funny.
it sounds like three meat lover pizza.
Fifth Harmony, yeah, there's got to be 5 of something.
5 of something. So there are 5 different kinds of
the new
meat.
Fifth Harmony 5 meat pizza. There you go. I got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fifth Harmony. It wasn't
You
saying
mean-
anything
were you
about
try-
them being meat at all.
Were you trying to be
Right.
like Fifth Harmony? You're like Fifth
Harmony.
Oh, that's good.
I'm Santa. All right. Anyway.
Santa.
Yeah, and he means it.
No,
Bad
because
Santa.
Nice.
He's all
Nice.
what?
drunk over there.
I know we need some air conditioning. I'm sweating here. Okay.
Oh, well,
Don't put
you're
on the AC.
wearing a
and Martin just laughed. Okay. No, because each city had something like they got.
Armada.
Let's see.
water
Carly
tower.
Rose. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Carly Rose had December 19th, Carly Rose Day. And Tate Stevens
Oh,
had the
right.
water tower. And San Antonio gave them their own pizza.
Yeah.
Different levels.
wonder
of
what's on
attitude.
that pizza.
different thing. Yeah.
No.
Sometimes they give him like the key to the city, and sometimes they give him their own pizza. So who knows? Guess it depends on where you're from.
There we go. All right, so we've beat around the bush long enough. Time to give kudos. And we're gonna.
the man.
Yeah, we got to start. We've got to talk about our champion, Mr. Tate Stevens, Tater Nation, and the girls. I know. Okay, we're gonna defend why Tate won and why do you think the right person won tonight, Michelle?
No, I do not think the
That's
right
cool.
person won
not cool.
tonight.
Okay.
Not okay.
No?
No, I don't. I don't think that he deserved it as much as Carly Rose.
The reason I'm
It's not
asking,
unclear.
I'm not trying to set you up. The reason I'm asking you was it because of the story that he had to tell. His wife every week, I have a job. I don't have a job when I go back home. They're 13-year-old kids. They want to win it. I need to win it.
Is that
Was
what
America-
you think?
Well, I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, they did. I mean, they were really on the they did like, I feel, kind of
Overexpose that.
Yes, like they kept on saying how he's like such an amazing husband and like such an amazing like all this stuff. And when I start to feel very manipulated, I don't like that.
Okay.
And I resent it if I feel like a message is very clearly trying to be pushed on me. So I think that, to me, that came across as like not genuine.
Okay. And it's not to take anything because he's a vocal. I mean, I think he's a great
He's
vocal.
a singer, yeah.
He's a
He
singer.
held a guitar once.
You know, but I will say his last song on Wednesday night, last night, wasn't a $5 million song.
Yeah.
I think it was just the overall sentiment that people feel for Tate. I
don't think it's just that. I think he is a great country artist, and he's exactly what they represent, and that's what represents most of America. So that's why he won. I don't think. Obviously, I feel like Carly has a better voice, and she deserved it more. But I don't know. I feel like he's done great throughout the whole competition. Yeah, can you remember a bad week that he had?
Bon Jovi.
However, he sang more than one song that week, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's been really, really good.
And in terms of doing country, he's super consistent. But it's like with all the super successful country people, you know, we recognize their voices or who they are. But he just kind of sounds like everybody else.
Okay, would it be then fair to say maybe that we possibly could be in the wrong where maybe that country is pop? That, you know, country could be more popular than pop.
Oh, it's popular.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Yeah, you know, so it's supplanting what we think is the biggest thing, you know, that we so-called pop. It's
Like,
really,
at least in America,
it really is country. It really is what Tate's singing.
It's clearly a huge number of people, and I like country music.
Okay.
I just
hates it.
no, I just feel like I don't know that
is distinct, though. I think there's nobody out there like him right now, though.
Tim McGraw?
No, Tim McGraw doesn't even sing right now.
Younger Garth Brooks?
Yeah, but Garth Brooks has like been retired for like 5 years.
Okay, all right.
He's like a Josh Grayson who is amazing. He's from my hometown. He got 3rd place in American Idol like season 2.
Right.
He had two great albums, and after a while he fizzled out. I think he's still doing a lot of tours and stuff, but his stuff was great, and it reminds me a lot of Tate stuff. And we'll be seeing a lot of Tate because he's got a $5 million contract.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like we've seen Melanie Amaro quite a bit.
Well, no, I'm saying, this is different. She was pushed into a market that's not good for her.
Okay, so are they gonna change Tate?
No, it's gonna be exactly because they know that's what sells.
Yeah,
that's
I think
what
they
won.
know that it's what
Like
sells.
with her, she was gonna do pop music and be put up against Christina Aguilera. It's
changed
not gonna
her.
work.
They changed actually, and maybe that's a good reason why. Let's say why it's a good reason Carly did not win.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Because
statement.
you think they would have pushed her into something else?
Absolutely.
They're still going to.
What was Melanie Amaro pushed into?
They gave her a bit of like a really big, huge image makeover. She was on a few weeks ago.
Right.
And her music, she was, you know, she's a girl from the Caribbean, man.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
And she'll do well overseas, though, and I think she is doing well overseas. It's just in America, they kind of chew you up and spit you out if it's not everything they want it to be or something brand new and different.
Totally.
Unless it's country music where they back you up and they're already backing you up.
That's true.
I want to send a quick shout out to Nick. He hasn't, you know, he's been out of the country the last few weeks, so he couldn't be with us.
I've been stalking him on Facebook.
Good. Hey,
Looks
Nick
like
Collins.
fun.
But Nick always brought up Cece, and I'm going to bring up Cece now. And even though, you know,
You think that they're meant to be,
aside from
Nick
their
and Cece.
love connection, no, she's perfect for the pop market. She's
Yeah, she
Kesha.
is. She is.
So no,
I don't think she's perfect. I think Paige is perfect for the pop market.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Okay.
Paige, I think is really
She's
good.
even though Cece with her whole fan base and how many followers she has, and I might be wrong, but I feel like Paige really will be. She could really change the game and do like a Rihanna thing. But Cece, I don't think she has a I don't know, her voice.
that thing called
Like
vocals.
consistent enough.
Yeah, or even like a tone that we are drawn to. It just kind of, for me, it just doesn't work.
It
I
was
can
like-
see Paige doing really well, or also Camilla. Like I said, I think a couple weeks ago, I feel like she's going to be the most successful out of everybody. You know, Fifth Harmony to do really well for a couple years, and I think that we'll see her have longevity in this entertainment business.
Kind of like a Selena Gomez thing.
Yeah.
Be like a little Disney princess. Ah, good call, man.
Let's see that.
No, but I'm just thinking, where do we go from here? So, I mean, Tate's won it. And he's going to be he is a country superstar. He's going to be huge.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
he
wanted to
is.
bring up the contract, and that's why I wrote this that didn't make sense.
So
but-
now it took that long to make sense of what he wrote.
But you know, in Austin Powers, when he comes back and he's being frozen, or Dr. Evil's like, oh, and we want $1 million, and they're like, okay, and he ask for more.
Yeah.
But I think it's so cool. Like, where do you think so you have $5 million contract, and didn't you say it's like 5 years? I don't know all the facts on the contract.
I believe it's like a 5-year contract. From what I remember from Melanie's contract, and it's like a 5-year contract, and it's almost like they're working off like $1 million per. I believe.
Yeah. So it's. I mean.
I believe. If I'm wrong, please let me know, guys.
I like the fact that they do that so you can kind of see there's good and bad, because now you're in this contract if it's for 5 years. I don't know how much of that is going to be, your creative control. How soon do you think they will change that and make it even more than 5 million? Do you think in the next 5? You think 5 years from now?
Like for the next X Factor season,
or yes, X Factor or any
maybe
of these
a few
competitions?
years, maybe a few years,
it's
like
gonna
2
go
or
up,
3
right?
years, maybe like 8 million. Why not?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Not
I
just
mean,
'cause
the
of
more
inflation.
I don't know why, but I mean, how much are we talked about how it was so public, the numbers that they're paying the judges or whatever. So clearly, I know that they were like over budget or spending a lot of money on the judges. So that must take away from the prize, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they are way over budget. So I don't know how, and they're not pulling in the numbers. I mean, last night's finale, the performance finale, was the winner of the night. It was the biggest show of the evening, yet it was down almost close to 20% from last year's finale.
So what can they do? Like they did everything they could to make it
they really
the best
did.
ratings. Like they got Britney Spears,
They
which
got
nobody thought you
Khloe
could get Britney Spears.
Kardashian.
Yeah, like everybody that's hot right now, or it was hot, that people want to see. And it still was kind of like, they got Demi Lovato, who was kind of like the hottest thing at that time too. And it's like,
Yeah.
how long is our singing shows going to go on for? Forever?
With such an
Forever. Yeah.
Well, how long
it's the
are
end of the
so
world.
many singing? Well, right, until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or in an hour.
Yeah, we're kind of so watered down with everything. It's like, okay, now it's going to be $5 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
totally. Yeah, exactly.
You have to shoot a basketball and make it after you win the competition, and you get the $5 billion. Oh, never mind. You
And
just
we must have 20 million viewers every night.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I knew it's been confirmed for a 3rd season. We do know that much. So.
But not everybody's going to be there, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
who is confirmed for the
So, and we didn't really, break down Tate's songs, but we can come back to that a little bit later. But it's the perfect scenario for L.A. Reid, because L.A. Reid, this was his last night on the X Factor. He's leaving after 2 seasons, and he's going back to his original job. Yeah, and that's what he said. I have a responsibility to my artists. And a lot of fans actually kind of hate on LA a little bit, because he's responsible for artists like Ciara and whatnot. And
Justin Bieber.
Yes, and where's Ciara
been ignoring her.
Where's
yeah.
Justin Bieber? But, well,
Well,
Justin's over there.
that was a little bit.
Yeah, so he's going to get back to those duties, but it's a perfect scenario for him to walk off into the sunset. His guy
Right.
won.
especially if the world ends tomorrow, he'll be the champ forever.
Oh, he'll
Yeah.
so be a champ
He's the winner.
until the next civilization.
For the
comes.
next, the new world is built. I heard the new world's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I want to
cool.
go there.
well, we're on.
Like
let's-
Pocahontas, kind of.
It's 11 p.m. Pacific time, so he's got about an hour left till the end of the world begins. So, enjoy that victory.
you guys
The
are going to
world
be the
begins.
last people that we
hang out with.
Yeah, okay.
Lucky.
Santa.
Lucky, so lucky.
So lucky.
Okay. No, but yeah. So L.A. Reid's leaving, and it seems like there's going to be a little bit of an upheaval, because I know I was going to save it for news and gossip, but it's led to this. But it seems like Britney might not even be back either.
Right.
There was a report from the Daily Star in London stating that Britney actually didn't. From a mole inside of X Factor, is that she didn't bring in the numbers that we were expecting, and with the type of paycheck she receives, it might not be a worthy
I like how
investment
they
for them.
blame her for not bringing in the numbers when clearly they're trying to. Everybody that they got was to bring in some different numbers, okay? Like Khloe Kardashian and like, whatever. So I think it's interesting that they like blame it on that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily just that. I mean, there's so many factors.
Like X Factor.
Do you think she wants to come back?
I don't know.
Especially after they made fun of her with all those funny faces she made.
Yeah, actually,
They really went to town on that.
actually, Martin, we're gonna do our own Britney faces, and we're gonna go around the table, starting with the lovely Melissa. I don't know. Can you make it? There we go. Here's, and now her Britney face.
Just be like,
Okay, here's mine.
That just looks.
Okay, think of the thunderstorm. Across the table.
okay, wait, no, this is what mine to be. Not good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I felt
Really
that.
good. How am I supposed to follow that?
Yeah.
You look constipated.
I am.
That was our Britney faces for our last show, End of the World show on AfterBuzz. We are the last show in the history of AfterBuzz, possibly. If the world ends.
Wow.
All right, so
Lucky AfterBuzz.
And you look like that.
my mom would be so mad.
I'm wearing a girl shirt. So you're wearing Santa Claus. What are you
So
wearing?
am I.
Shopattraction.com.
You got everything on this show, guys. So with that said, so we've talked about the judges. Should we just? I'm trying to. Let's talk about Tate.
yeah.
Let's talk about.
What about their duet?
Yes, with Little Big Town.
That was crazy too, man.
You liked it?
No.
Thank God.
Because first of all, it was the key was too high for him. Even though he does sound good, he pulled it off kinda. But as soon as Little Big Town got out there and he kind of just danced with them, it was just weird.
Yeah.
And his wife was probably just pissed off. Like, don't dance with them.
Yeah.
With all the stardom. Yeah, and they even had a tech problem when it was his time to chime in. His levels were lower, and so the little that he got to sing with them. You couldn't even hear him.
Yeah.
No, so they dropped the ball there. He was like a fan. Tell me you liked him, please. The duet, as I sink in my chair.
If he had his guitar with him, he would have been better.
Yeah.
Like in the background. Or
You know, it
floating behind
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't Tate's strongest day. Fifth Harmony stole the show last night. Is the thing.
But it wasn't his fault either, though. It was
That wasn't his fault.
Here's a
but-
whack song with Little Big Town.
Yeah, that was weird.
But at the same time,
sorry.
it didn't obviously it didn't affect voters.
I didn't even like them singing their song. It was
Really?
it's not a strong performance for this performance show. Come on,
Yeah.
Like when they sing their song.
I forget their song, their stuff before, but they have some really good stuff. I mean, that song's on the radio right now, but.
And what about the names of the people they used last night? Leanne Rimes and Little Big Town. Are they some of the biggest artists out right now? Could they have gotten maybe someone else, perhaps?
They should have got. Well, they couldn't
They
get
got
Miranda
Pitbull.
Lambert because she's.
Yeah.
The Voice.
I wish they would have got her, or if he would have sang with
You know,
Kelly Clarkson?
The Voice had
Kelly Clarkson and Rihanna
and Bruno Mars.
And Bruno Mars on Tuesday.
Those are all the
Tuesday
hot
night.
people right
on
now.
one night. On one night.
And they had Peter Frampton on that night too. They had
Yeah.
a ton. Oh, and Avril Lavigne.
Oh yeah.
You can't really do Carrie Underwood they.
Right. Yeah.
I know
else stole
exactly.
everybody,
And
Yeah.
she's all idol.
So if they could have did maybe Rascal Flatts or something, would have been cool.
Rascal Flatts was on The Voice.
Yeah.
They're on The Voice. That's what it is.
Nah.
It's funny.
Maybe Dirks Bentley
They really got I don't know.
would have been tight.
So wow, so you could say the momentum is totally with The Voice right now.
Absolutely.
And they pulled in 14. They pulled in 14 million for their finale, and X Factor pulled in, I believe, 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why they got.
They were
them.
competing against Miss Universe last night, but counter programming. But I guess but still.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, X Factor has the worst slot with baseball and stuff too, screwing them halfway through.
Yeah.
Would it be? Well, should they move it maybe to summer?
You can't.
No, you can't. That's right. Just time-wise, they've already got it scheduled out.
And you have American Idol coming up in
Yeah, I know.
And
2 weeks.
tomorrow, yeah.
2 weeks. So, okay. So let's throw out the questions. So, what's the top dog singing competition
what?
Right now?
right now?
What?
I
Wait,
think
I wasn't following for a second.
he's
like, dogs?
Did you speak English?
What is
Fifth Harmony?
What is the top singing competition on television right now?
The Voice.
The Voice, absolutely.
This is the Voice.
I think American
Not
Idol's
to
gonna come
be.
out strong though this year.
I think it will too. But you know what? The Voice has Shakira and Usher starting in March.
Okay.
Yeah, but Shakira's pregnant.
I like how he
that's
says
why I'm
but.
not watching it.
I like
Yeah,
his
what is
but.
that?
I'm not gonna watch it if Shakira's pregnant.
So,
Wow. Everyone, all the ladies remember that Marky Allen said that.
Well,
For everyone he's
no.
ever gotten pregnant.
Interesting.
No, I'm just saying because
he's just
he cares for her welfare because that's a high-stress position to
Right,
be in.
okay,
That's
okay.
why.
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're so sweet.
Yeah.
Trying to save everybody.
So nice of you.
Send all your
be
tweets to
concerned
Nick
for her
Collins. The Nick Collins. We love you, Nick. Just kidding, man.
No, we're not.
All right, so I think we covered it. What was the third song he sang? Tate song. Tate sang last night.
It was a song that he sang before, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I couldn't get the title of it. and-
Tomorrow.
was it
this
tomorrow?
one he
Yes, it
sang
was
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Like there's no tomorrow. I forget
Yeah.
who sings it, but
Yeah, you were just singing it. How weren't you just singing it?
No, I wasn't.
You were.
Tomorrow.
All right, so
Yeah.
We don't really have anything really about, from last night. So tonight, anything that stood out? I know we're going long because it's our last show, so we're breaking it all down.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the start when they said, all you need is love? That was a great opening.
You loved it.
I was dancing in the studio. It was
like a little kid.
because I got Santa suit on.
It's true,
Well,
but you didn't then. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was cool to see all the
To see
former
JC embarrass
performers,
himself.
Yeah.
Totally.
and Emblem 3 out there just chilling.
Right. No, and then seeing Jason Brock in the all-white Liberace suit. All he was missing was like a little bird, and he was just like, "Oh, you're fabulous." He was funny, but it was a great song, and it just felt really festive. And tonight was like they were just having fun.
That's a word for tonight. Festive.
Yes.
Really?
Everybody was very festive.
Okay, so anything stood out? A Pitbull?
Definitely a theme. Well, Pitbull was maybe the one that didn't that didn't impress as much as all the other ones. I mean, it kind of looked like a Vegas
He can jump though.
stripper act.
He is a jumper.
He can jump like
jump.
JC a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like at least a foot. But he definitely jumped up and down.
Yeah, he did.
For a
It's-
few.
and his glasses
a few
don't
times.
fall.
No, it's amazing.
Never.
Okay, all right. So I gotta rein y'all in because you guys are like the inmates running the asylum. It's craziness.
American Horror Story.
Hey, which you should watch Thursday nights at 7 o'clock on AfterBuzz TV. Okay, now
You've been here for 9 hours. That's why. But yes, all of the Christmas performances were really, really good. And I really liked the climb between Miley Cyrus' song.
Yeah.
That was very perfect for the moment.
that was beautiful between Carly and Tate.
Yeah, I thought that was
Advantage
good.
Carly though in that song because of
Right.
the high stuff, but Tate
She
still kind
sounded
of
good.
He's the captain of the ship, and
And she was
No.
going first.
That is not what I was saying. I'm just I'm
He's
saying,
the
like-
captain of the ship. Yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah.
in a song that was not meant for him for him to sing, like he was controlling where the ship went.
like the captain.
Much like the captain.
Much like the position of the captain
Yeah.
on the ship.
But she definitely that song was made for her to just go crazy, and
Yeah.
and she did. And Tate still held his own though in that song.
Yeah, no, it is so hot in here. Okay, but we don't talk about the judges enough, and I really want because we give Chloe a hard time and Mario a little bit.
She
since
looked
we're-
good tonight. I liked her dress.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Dresses.
She's
right.
she's slimmed down. She looked fantastic these last 2 nights, and she was on prompter, and
was.
and she really got her. How does it feel? Line very very spot on.
And she wasn't overly spray tan.
Yeah,
Like
she
I am.
wasn't like bronze like Marky Allen.
No, so let's talk about Mario and Chloe. Do you see them as the host next year?
Oh.
I feel like they might replace Chloe.
With who?
And
Another Mario?
no, yeah.
Maria?
I think JC Rubio.
I know. Hopefully it looks.
Yeah, Mario and I in the
Mario
same
on
room. I don't know. Mario's awesome.
No,
when he
you
does.
replaced Mario.
No. Unless he
Yeah,
doesn't
you
want to do
should.
it.
Why not? He's doing it. I think he's busy. He needs a vacation.
He needs a
Yeah,
vacation.
he needs a little
No,
break.
well, what about that? That's a great point. Who said Maria?
Michelle did.
I just did.
What about Maria and Mario?
Well, I was wondering why
Yeah.
they kind of
Maria
didn't.
Menounos, who is the founder of AfterBuzz.
And I was kind of wondering why they didn't even ask at all in the beginning when they hired Mario, because she's like with extra with him, so they're kind of like a team.
And they do very well on that show.
Yeah,
so.
and she's like she's like such an amazing host.
She's fantastic.
I was kind of confused on why they. I don't know.
We'll
Like,
see. Who knows in casting? Maybe we
who
can.
else?
We can. Let's see other.
JC and Maria.
No. What about Kat Deely? No, she's doing So You Think You Could Dance. Because Kat Deely loves her show.
Mario's doing everything. So clearly, there's no end to how many shows you can do. So.
That's true.
Ryan
Okay.
Seacrest does a lot.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest does everything.
Maybe he'll do it too.
Yeah, maybe he'll do it.
Yeah. He's
Ryan
just like,
and Mario.
I got this. Let me just do it.
Imagine Ryan and Mario going at it.
I think they're gonna
I'm
stay.
gonna take more of the prompter than you are. I'm gonna read it all off.
I think they're gonna keep them.
Keep 'em
Who?
up. I think because
Both of
they
them.
Really?
ended very well, and they'll have 8 months to work it out.
Yeah.
Mainly Chloe, but she's
She already improved so much.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
next
Mario
season,
has like a job, so he'll be busy. So hopefully she'll be able to like practice and work
she
it
will.
out.
I'm sure she
She'll
will.
practice,
yeah.
we'll be able to catch that on Kim and Chloe go to New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Wherever they end up.
All right, so
Whatever.
so before we go into predictions, even though we've been spraying them out throughout the whole show, here's a question, a couple questions. Rating system, keep it or chuck it? Remember they always had a
the
rating,
leaderboard.
The leaderboard. Thank you.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it was kind of unnecessary. I don't know.
It's kind of good to know where everyone stands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you saying no, don't know where anyone stands?
No,
or just no?
What do you guys think? Should they keep the rating system, the leaderboard for next season or not? Did you like that idea?
I feel like it was like them being very desperate, like, okay, we need people to tune in on Thursday, so throughout the whole show, you know, so we'll put it in at the end. But I don't like it because I want to be more surprised. It was
you kind of knew the whole time.
there was those two in the final two,
Yeah.
and it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you remember duets?
Yes, vaguely.
Well, you know how they had, it wasn't the same, but how they had their like top 8, like number 1 is the only person that's gone today, you know?
He was the one that won it. He was number 1 every week.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, it's so ridiculous. Like, I feel like maybe if they're going to go with that, it either needs to be more, I don't know, more like organized or something. I don't know. It just kind of felt random, like another thing to remember. It's like, oh, what? What are you talking about? So I wasn't really a fan of the leaderboard.
All right, and one more question before we go into. I've got the prediction of all predictions. It's going to be X Factor versus The Voice, so put your thinking caps on for that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, she already has her cap on.
Before we get into it,
Ahead of you.
So does
You
he.
are so got a comedian on our hand. Oh, yeah, you do too. And it has like a little golf ball at the end.
who do you think would be the judges next season for X Factor? Because we know we're losing one.
Jeopardy music.
We could
Also-
lose 2.
If you think about Mariah and Nicki Minaj are on Idol.
And
Keith Urban.
And Keith Urban, I know, right?
You know who he is?
Yes.
So who's gonna judge next season? We've got Simon. He ain't leaving.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, who's the guy from Jeopardy again?
Alex Trebek.
Maybe he will.
So Michelle, we got you down for Alex Trebek.
All right.
Oh my.
What about? Oh no.
Your answer, please, Melissa.
Oh no.
Well, what about Mark?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know, man, because like
who's gonna fill him in? Who's gonna fill in those spots?
I would say like Will.I.Am or something like that, but he's already does the voice on
Yeah.
UK.
I know that's a
Somebody
thing.
that's I don't know, maybe somebody that's kind of somewhat played out but needs help. That's where the
Yeah.
kind of, I mean, that's what.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm trying to think. Everyone that I can think of has already been affiliated with another show.
Yeah,
that's
isn't
what makes
that
it hard.
yeah.
to see.
So
And then the like top people right now, like Rihanna and stuff,
they're not
she's
going to
not
do it.
gonna do
They're
it.
Yeah.
too busy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe Pitbull. I'm putting Pitbull.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
He'll be there anyways.
Maybe Leanne
Maybe
Rimes.
Chris Brown. Whoops.
Chris
Leanne
Brown. That'd be
Rimes.
interesting. Oh.
I don't know if Leanne Rimes is gonna come back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
Do you have
got it.
anybody in your head?
I do. And you know how Simon is. He pulls out all the stops. And somehow he's going to donate his left kidney and half of a country to this person to be a host. And somehow he's going to get him.
Who?
Justin Bieber!
Really?
I have to say that. You got to go big or go home. That's the only person he could get on that show to I don't want to say
Yeah.
save the show,
But yeah.
he could turn it around. You get Justin Bieber.
He could single-handedly bring in every female
He
fan.
does that. And
He does that.
He. You remember that show?
No.
The Hard Times of R.J. Berger
Yes.
on MTV.
Yeah.
So he went out to dinner after the 3rd episode. Went out to dinner with those guys and tweeted like, "Hey, I just hung out with the guys from that created Hard Times of R.J. Berger. Check it out tonight." It went up like 20% that night and got a 2nd season.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
He's like the new
He's
Oprah.
so powerful.
I gotta hang out with him, man.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, you're so right.
All right, all right.
Maybe like Bruno Mars because like
Yeah.
you know with like they're getting
Hey,
Usher
yeah.
and something like that.
But he's kind of like hot right now, you know.
Here's the thing.
but in
He's
a
on
year-
tour. Yeah, maybe in a year he'll be.
Which his new album is insane. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, he's
I
going
don't-
on
I
tour
don't
right
think
now.
They have to get Bieber. They have to get Justin Bieber. No one else.
What about Justin Timberlake?
That would do.
You know?
Good one.
That's a good one, right?
Didn't he?
I still think it's still Justin Bieber's the only person that could move the needle.
Yeah.
He's the only person.
And he was
Bruno
already on the
Mars-
show this year for one episode.
Yeah. I think he's the
Did that
only
episode
person.
do really
Oh,
well?
he was on the show. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Or maybe just Scooter.
Scooter Braun, maybe?
yeah.
Mark Anthony.
All right.
No, he's watching the planes in the background.
All right.
He's
So,
like, I was watching the planes sing about J-Lo.
all right. So it's a year in review of X Factor. So what was your favorite performance of the year?
Of the whole year.
Of the whole season? What was your, or memorable performances, memorable moments that you had watching the show, maybe even being on the show? What, you know,
When I was on. Oh.
I'll go.
Why
My
don't you
favorite performances were Carly when she did the performance to get into the live show, that was the Carmen song. Yes.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Like when she did it for Will I Am and Britney Spears, and then also Emblem 3's audition when they came out with their song, which I'm sure is going to be a single in the next 2 months, Sunset Boulevard or whatever. So that's I think they're definitely going to draw more to that sound, and I think that song we'll hear a lot of soon.
did you guys have a favorite moment?
I loved when Emblem 3 sang their first song before I heard them speak. That was great. I thought that was such a strong entrance into the show with an original song that's like unheard of.
Yeah.
So,
Except for Chris Renee.
and I thought that a really
Whoa.
great,
Chris
whoa,
Renee.
I
He
thought
should
that a
be
really great moment was when Paige and Cece had their little sing off
That was a good
of
moment.
Whitney Houston.
That was
Nice.
a good moment.
They really built that up.
Did you have a favorite moment, Melissa?
No. I'm trying to think of one, but there's
so
just so
many.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, we'll let you come.
Did you like anybody, JC?
No. No, absolutely.
No.
Best vocal performance was Broken Hearted for me, for Carmen. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
loved it, loved it, loved
That's
it.
really good.
And I said it earlier, best performance was Anything Can Happen. Anything's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
happened.
it. Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Hello.
Fifth Harmony last night.
There was one of my favorite performances. I'm trying to remember the song it was, but it was Carly Rose, and she was like super emotional and into it. And I want to say it was like,
My Heart Goes On, Celine Dion.
I don't know, maybe it was, I don't know.
Which
It
is-
was around those weeks though, but I don't remember.
I think I kind of remember, but I don't remember. the
But
song.
yeah, Carly Rose.
Good story.
Cool. Then I found $5.
In a roundabout way.
Terrible.
And quickly, I want to throw out there, which was a really cool, was yesterday when they did the when they did the tribute yesterday, was a really, really good moment.
Story.
No, it is a good story. But no, they did the tribute at the very beginning of the show for
For the people in Newtown.
yeah.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
That was a really, really good moment, and I didn't even expect that. I know they did one on The Voice too,
Yeah,
but I just thought that was really cool that they started the show with that, just to show where everybody's heart is. So
Yeah,
That's true.
Simon you could tell he was so emotional giving that little speech right before they started singing. So it was a
it was a
beautiful
perfect
moment.
song for it too.
Yeah. So this season it literally had everything. So thank you, X Factor. Honestly, it took us for a ride, and I just want to say thank you. I don't know. Now I'm
I
emotional.
know. Obviously, it took us for a ride. Look where, this is where you ended up.
Yeah, there we go. So, wrapping it up, do we have any news and
Good ride,
gossip?
bad ride.
No,
Kind of
not-
said it throughout the show.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we
I've got
said it.
one small news piece that we didn't talk about throughout the show, and it seems like Simon's got a girlfriend.
Who is it?
Remember, we've talked about it throughout the week.
Yeah.
We thought it was a
Is
girl
it
from True Blood.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it?
Well, no, it seems like he was on Seacrest, and Seacrest asked him about who he's dating. And it seems that he confirms that he is dating Carmen Electra.
He is there.
Really? He confirmed that.
Yeah, well, as how Simon could. It was more like a FWB, little friends with benefits style.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Ew,
because-
I hope he didn't
that's
say
That's
that.
gross.
Yeah, before,
I know, like, who would do that with Simon? Like,
Oh, stop it, Michelle.
what? I don't want to be FWB with Simon.
I'm sure he's.
Yeah, exactly.
Melissa, be quiet.
Gross.
I heard that.
That's gross of him to say.
Well, they're taking it slow, and I guess his quote
Yeah,
is
I bet
basically.
they're friends forever. That's how slow they're taking it.
This is how much he confirmed. He said, "We are people. We are people that date."
Okay, so you're both human beings.
We are people that date, and she's adorable, and left it at that. But
Well,
it's been
he
3
acknowledged
months.
that she's a human.
Adorable? Or
Yeah.
just
Yeah, what
sexy as
adorable?
hell, but
Yeah,
it worked.
adorable isn't the word I would use. Or Simon, luckiest effing dude on the planet. Like, are you serious? Sorry, but
All right, so
Yeah,
is it too early to call him Scarman?
a little bit.
Scarman. Okay, sorry.
go. Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's good.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be here a week.
Scarman's,
All right,
yeah.
I'll be here. Once the show's over, I'll still be here. Okay. So with that said, now let's move on to predictions, and I'm leaving this with our little voice X Factor head-to-head. Because if you guys don't know, Michelle and Melissa are the hosts of the X Factor after show.
Of the voice after
That
show.
one too. And yes, and well, we all hosted together. We host the X Factor together. So, who will be a successful artist? The voice champion or tonight's X Factor champion?
I just read an article in
It's Cassidy Pope, right?
Billboard,
Yeah, Cassidy Pope.
about Cassidy Pope and how the just like purely based on downloads on iTunes and based on views on YouTube and all that stuff of the voice songs, and for the songs that they cover, the original songs then sell like it just came out, like so much more. Whereas I'm not sure with X Factor exactly, but they were comparing them and they just said that The Voice was really successful at that and that they haven't really developed a star yet and that they think that The Voice is going to with Cassidy Pope.
The Voice also uses iTunes as
As a voting.
Yeah.
so that's very smart.
That is
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
So since it's the first female winner, right? They're going to cultivate her perhaps to be their Kelly Clarkson.
I think
perhaps.
she's very marketable.
Yeah, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so
yeah,
she's a
very
pop
marketable.
rock, right?
yeah, she's like an
But she
Avril
could also do
Lavigne.
country. She did some country songs.
She
Her
did.
country songs were the most popular.
Yeah,
She was on
she was-
Blake's team, like, Blake Shelton. So I'd be interested to see what direction she goes in.
She did some amazing country songs, actually. I was surprised.
And do we disagree, Mark? I know. We
Do you
specialize in
watch it?
fact.
I don't know.
I do watch.
Yeah.
I do watch some of the Voice.
So what do you think of Cassidy?
You know what? I think she's phenomenal. She can. Oh, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I was gonna say she can sing the phone book. That's from Idol. Sorry.
yeah,
No, she can sing anything, but
Is she gonna do like a country country album, or is it gonna be
I
like?
don't know.
that's
I don't know.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Tate sings country.
Yeah.
Country is so loyal, and it proved it once again tonight. It proves it for the last 5 years on Idol. If you're a white guy with a guitar, if you have a country sound to you, just country is just. It's unstoppable.
Yeah, so I think if she go and you can't do pop and then transfer over to country, you have to go country first.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, it's proven not to work.
What about
Yeah.
Darius Rucker?
No, I'm
Hootie and the
saying like,
Blowfish.
yeah, but his albums that were country went through Nashville. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, she can't, come out with her first album and have
And
it kind
then-
of country and kind of pop.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless she does like a Taylor Swift
Yeah,
thing.
Taylor Swift,
you
yeah.
have to go through Nashville to do it. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
Well, I feel like she might because Blake was her coach.
Yeah, so that might be. I mean,
so it might
And
be
she,
something.
with her country songs, she did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
then-
like they
and that would
really.
be the smartest thing too, to kind of do that because you can do country crossover and be successful in both markets.
Yeah, and she can.
Yeah, I think she can. Do,
Anything can
she
happen.
Is going to be.
All right.
You know what? Anything can happen.
With that said, we'll find out in the next few months. Yeah, when we come back for The
these
Voice or
people.
for X Factor. But I think that wraps it up, guys.
My goodness.
It's been a wonderful year. So
Yeah.
give you guys a little second. Any projects that you guys are working on, Melissa, Michelle, or separately? What do you guys?
Yeah.
Anything you guys got on the pipeline?
Yeah, we are. We're
Working on our next album, our
Yes.
new album. So
Yes.
we're excited. So you guys should check that out. Keep in touch with us on Twitter at Macedo Music or Facebook.com/Macedo Music.
Yeah, and I'm at Melissa Macedo M, and this dress is Shop Attraction, and he's a friend of mine, and he has awesome dresses. Do it.
And what about you, Mark? What anything you got going on?
Yeah, that's my music right there. Yeah. No, I'm also jumping in the studio. Going to record some new stuff in the next month.
He's
and,
jumping.
Jumping in the studio like Pitbull. But also, I got my show starting back up in Hollywood at the Parlor Hollywood on Saturday
Every
nights.
Saturday.
Yeah, starting back the third week of January. So come and check that out.
It's free, right?
It's free, 21 plus though.
Good
Nice.
show.
But it's a really good show. A lot of really good people perform.
So none of Fifth Harmony can come?
I will get them to perform there.
Okay.
But they're under 21.
Yeah, but if you're a performer, I can.
Okay.
You know,
Those are
work
strings.
on it. Yeah.
Anything can happen.
What do you got,
about
JC?
Mark? I got nothing. I'm here 24/7. I do 34. I've done 110 after shows this year in AFTERBUZZ.
Wow.
That's not.
Who
JC.
counted that?
I did. No, you get. No, guys, and Martin, where can they find you?
I have an Instagram now.
Oh.
It's mvias, Vias spelled VALLES 28.
Nice. There we go.
I joined social media.
There we go. Yay.
Welcome.
And you can follow me at The Everyday Man, and actually you can catch me on In Hollywood TV and just run around Hollywood and just hosting stuff.
Nice.
So, for Martin,
All in.
Mark, I'm so hot in the Santa suit. Melissa, Michelle,
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
JC, and this is the
You are.
AFTERBUZZ X Factor After Show. Good night, everybody. It's the end of the world.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later. I'm glad someone threw it. That was.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.